Hey, this is Nick Blackburn, principal double bass of the Opera and the Ozarks Orchestra. Today I'm here to help you with your all-state scales and excerpts. So first up we have the F major scale. Next we have the D melodic minor scale, 2 octaves. Okay, so the first excerpt is from Benjamin Britten's Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. So the first point I wanted to make about this excerpt is that our staccato tenutos need to stay consistent. And even though tenuto and staccato it seems like an oxymoron, what it means essentially is every note has space, but it's not a straight staccato where you try to kind of stop the string almost between each note. There's a little bit of length, but still space. Also, I wanted to point out the accelerando that happens through that first figure. And accelerando, accel. And then when you hit those 16th notes, that should be the tempo that we commit to for the next melodic section. And then the second part of this excerpt, same exact idea. And then snaps into tempo. Okay, and here's my interpretation. Thank you. Excerpt is from Bach's Orchestral Suite Number 2. It is the double. So one point I wanted to make was whenever you have up, and it's usually staccato, so first measure, it shouldn't be really dead staccato. It should still carry on over to the third beat. So we always want that kind of sense of motion in this excerpt. It's always moving to the next downbeat. Also, I think it's really important to subdivide all these 16th and 32nd notes. Really make sure everything's metronomic. And here's my rendition. Thank you. last excerpt is from Brahms Symphony No. 4, the second movement. So with this excerpt, it may look intimidating, especially the rhythm, but the beat's in the 8th note at 80, so it's really not too quick. Granted, with 16ths and the triplets, it can definitely feel a little overwhelming. My main advice would just be to subdivide, count by the 8th or even the 16th note, maybe. Also, I think for our sound, we want something full and singing, very kind of in the style of Brahms, kind of late romantic. Also, when we switch to the triplets, make sure we observe those staccatos, even though it's fortissimo. So, and I'm kind of deadening the string with my left hand. I'm not sustaining each of those. I'm lifting up so I can still have a pretty loud bow, but there's still separation between each of those notes. So here's my interpretation. Thanks.